Nick?
Okay. Yeah, Nick.
All right. So tell me a little bit about what's going on out there.
So, the Standing Rock Reservation, well, let me start with the Dakota Access Pipeline, is carrying sweet, light crude from the back-end oil fields in North Dakota and Canada, and it's transporting those to other pipelines in Indiana.
Yeah.
Originally, the plan was to have the pipeline go around Bismarck through a white suburb of Bismarck, and then it was changed to after some complaints from the community in Bismarck, the route was changed to be to go through.
Hold on. Go ahead.
To go through the Standing Rock Reservation, sovereign Lakota territory. Now, when the pipeline was going through Bismarck, there were all sorts of town meetings, listening sessions. A lot of concern was given to the people. When they got pushed back and moved it to go around Standing Rock Reservation, there was no tribal consultation, no deferment to the indigenous peoples that were living on the reservation. And the pipeline will be crossing the Missouri River, the Missouri River twice, the Mississippi River once, and also over one of the largest aquifers in the United States, the Oglala Aquifer. So the drinking water for roughly 13 million people is at stake here. 100% of oil pipelines, natural gas pipelines, have failed, and they will continue to fail because of lax regulations about upkeep, complicated shell games that happen with companies. It's very similar to what's happened in the coal industry, where maintenance is just kind of shifted to companies that don't exist anymore. So whose responsibility is it? So it's a very, very complex problem. The reason we're gathered here today is today's National Day of Solidarity to stand with Standing Rock. My friend and I just got back from there, and we wanted to carry the message of the Lakota people here, the indigenous people that we learned there, which is a message of unity, a message of peace and prayer and nonviolent resistance, to fight for justice, to fight for the earth that we have been put in charge of, to care for that, to care for the drinking water that we have. I mean, we're standing right next to the Ohio River right now, which provides water for about 5 million people. And we're talking about putting pipelines underneath of this. So why are we jeopardizing something that we require to stay alive? Why are we jeopardizing that? Why do we put our life source in a situation where it may be unconsumable? It doesn't make any sense.
So is it primarily an environmental concern?
It's an environmental concern. It's a cultural concern. It's about respect for the people that we, as myself as a white American, righting the wrongs that have been done through history. I know I've never owned a slave. I've never pushed somebody off of their land. But those are wounds that go back for a very, very long time, and people still feel those wounds today. The Dakota Access Pipeline has desecrated sacred burial grounds to the Lakota people. They've turned up graveyards of their ancestors to put a pipeline through. And we don't listen to people. We don't listen to indigenous cultures in our society. The day there were 141 arrests at the Standing Rock Reservation was the same day that the Bundy clan was acquitted of holding a federal building at gunpoint. They had weapons and they were holding out in there, and they were acquitted. Meanwhile, 141 peaceful native protectors of water, not protesters, water protectors, were shot with rubber bullets, were maced, had dogs sick on them, were incarcerated en masse. And if I can't use what I have at my disposal to be a white ally, then I'm a part of the problem. And I don't want to be a part of the problem.
All right, very good.
Yeah. Thanks.